What does it mean for a game to be worth it? I feel that in recent years, more and more gaming companies are finding the ways in which they can extract value out of you instead of you extracting the value out of them. These companies have every card stacked in the deck, every trick up their sleeve to keep you playing and keep their engagement up. Ever since Fortnite, more and more titles come out as free to play. Free is such a loaded word, isn't it? It implies so much, in that free is almost always a good deal. Who doesn't love free? But sometimes, especially with games, you get what you pay for. Last video, we dunked on Overwatch 2 a little bit, and let's be honest, that's always fun. With updates slated to come out later this month or early February, honestly, you never know with Blizzard, I thought we would lay off a little and focus on some other games, as well as take some time to remind everyone what value means when it comes to gaming. So if you feel a little fed up from being hooked by Hog or headshot by boosted Sojourns, come with me and let's take a look at 5 games that are actually worth the price. Let's be clear before we jump into this list. These won't necessarily be underground games you've never heard of. In some cases, they'll be the biggest games in the world. They're going to span gaming genres, so hopefully there's a little something in there for you. Yes, you specifically. You're looking great today, by the way. Side note, if it's not obvious from the fact that the channel is tiny, none of this is sponsored. This is just games I really do recommend. Also, if a game you consider to be really worth the price didn't make the list, no sweat, leave a comment and we'll do another one of these in the future. Let's just rip the band-aid off with the first game, Minecraft. It's one of the biggest to ever do it. 238 million copies sold, literally on every single platform to ever exist, including the Raspberry fucking Pi. Half of you have probably never even heard of that. I legit couldn't count the hours I've spent in this game. I bought the game for $30 on September 30th, 2012, the day before 1.3 released. Since that day, I have received 16 free updates. That's how you provide value as a game. The modded community is insane. The game is customizable to an unmatched degree. I know there are some issues, like Bedrock or Microsoft adding Minecoin microtransactions, but you have to give credit where it's due. Let's hop over to the platforming genre real quick and talk about Celeste. Right now, Celeste is $20 on Steam, but I was able to get it for $10. I also own it on the Switch as well. Honestly, Celeste is worth it for the soundtracks alone. The B-side music is some of the best music to any game out there. When you're slamming your head into a wall just trying to get past a level, and maybe you're reaching the point where you might just have a PUBG bridge moment, just relax and let that smooth jazz take you. On top of that, it's just so much game. When you beat the game, you unlock more game that unlocks more game, and then there was some free DLC that was just more game. That's not a joke, by the way. It's also got some of the best replayability out there, as well as an incredible modding community that regularly releases custom seasonal map packs for free. It is an indescribable value, and even if you don't typically enjoy platformers, it's worth a shot. But what if you really wanted to play a shooter, but also wanted to be a space dwarf who fights infestations of bugs, boogies on the dance floor, and works backbreaking labor for the man? Look no further than DeepRock Galactic. This game is seriously fun as fuck. It's got different roles, like the gunner, who can use this big-ass machine gun, or this big-ass machine cannon, or this big-ass rocket launcher. The driller can just straight tunnel through the map, or set everything on fire. The game is up to 4 players, or you can play solo and you get this dope little robot. On top of that, of all multiplayer games I've ever played, it has the most wholesome and chill community. I literally have not once experienced toxicity in this game. It does have a battle pass, but before you get your pitchforks and torches, it's completely free and there's no FOMO, because if you don't unlock the battle pass rewards, they can be unlocked in other ways. Right now, the game is even on sale on Steam for $10 until the end of January, and at that price, it's basically theft. The game is usually priced at $30, but it's easily a full $60 game. Rockin' Stone. Up next is the roguelike Metroidvania DeadCells. The first time my friend showed me this game, I immediately understood why DeadCells was awesome. The combat is just so fluid and clean. The amount of items in this game to use are insane. It's got 30 different unique areas that all link together and path together in different ways. There's an almost infinite way to build your character, and each run is truly special. This is one I first picked up on the Switch and have recently got on PC. I've got over 100 hours on the Switch, and honestly I'm excited to jump in on the computer and rack up 100 more. After you beat the first difficulty, you'll unlock 5 levels of New Game Plus, and this shit is really hard, but also lots of fun. I picked it up on sale before Christmas, but now it's back on sale on Steam for $15 for the base game, or $23 to get the 3 DLC that are currently out, and honestly it's worth it. Each of the DLC were less than $5 originally. The sale for this one ends on January 29th, so if you're really looking to maximize your value, grab it before then, but if not, it's still an incredible game for full price. We're going to cap this off with another classic game that really has provided me with so much enjoyment, Terraria. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of money, so new games were not very common, and I think that's why having games that I could get a lot of playtime out of meant so much. Well, I bought Terraria like 10 years ago for $5, and according to Steam, I've played this game for 963 hours. That comes out to 0.5 cents per hour of honestly pure enjoyment. This is also a game that had like 8 final updates, and yet keeps getting more updates. There really isn't too much to say about it. Once every 12 to 18 months, I'll do a full playthrough of Terraria, and it's awesome. Today the game is $10 on Steam, but hey, if you play for half the hours I played at double the price, that's only 2 cents per hour of entertainment. Try and beat that. I know this video was different from my last one, but I want people to remember that you don't always have to sit there playing a game you know deep down you're not having fun with. There's so much out there in the world of gaming that gets lost in FPS titans of Warzone, Valorant, Overwatch, Fortnite, or whatever else will be popping up next week. I think that as more games move to free-to-play, this almost sunk cost fallacy kicks in of the game is free, so it isn't costing me anything to play it. But your time is valuable, so valuable that these companies would keep you glued to your screen and trapped in their cycle. Don't be afraid to break out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. I'm still trying to find my voice here on YouTube, but I'll definitely be bringing more gaming content in the future. When it comes to games or the gaming industry, I always have more to say. Maybe some of the games in this video will get their own dedicated videos in the future. Anyways, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does pump dopamine directly into my brain. You can follow me on Twitter at metallicrock_ or on Twitch at twitch.tv/metallicrock. Links in the description. I'm always on the lookout for more high-value games, so if you've got something in mind, be sure to comment below so that I can give it a look over. Peace out.